Mindset of the day. Today's mindset of the day is about keeping your mind active over this period, whether it be the rest of this week, the rest of this month, 2, 3, 6 months. We don't know when this is going to end. We don't know when we're going to be taken out of this stage of isolation, or if we're even going to go into further stages of isolation where it will literally be not legal to leave your house. We're lucky here up in the NT, we have a little bit more freedom than the rest of the country, but we're still going to find there's going to be times when we are literally bored and have nothing to do. Now that can be quite dangerous, because now if you don't do anything for an hour, you get a little bit bored. But next week it's going to be 2 hours before you start getting bored. Then the next week it's going to be 3, and then 4, 5, 6, and it's going to slowly grow. And by the end of this, if this goes on for 6 months, by the end of this, it'll take you 8, 10, 12 hours before you start to feel boredom, and you'll just be happy and content with sitting down and doing nothing for extended periods of time. And where that poses a problem is when we get out of this, that's going to be your new norm. So it's going to be really difficult to then have to do things like go back to work, like get the kids ready for school, and all those normal life chores that right now or a week ago were normal. They're going to be a really difficult task for you. So it's really important we keep our mind active and tell ourselves that this could be going for quite some time. So get those little things prepared now. What can you do? What I do is get a little whiteboard. I put up my tasks on the whiteboard. Whenever they're done, tick them off or wipe them off if they've completely finished. If you literally have nothing you can think of, then start to ask yourself these questions. Can you do anything that's going to upskill you in your job to make you better at your job, or to make you earn more money within your job? Can you do anything education-wise that's going to help you out with life? Whether it be, everyone loves fitness if you're listening to this, so whether it be doing an online CrossFit course or upskilling in an area like that. Can it be something like planning yourselves a holiday? Because there's going to be a lot of stress and anxiety going on in this period, so maybe it is something like planning yourself a holiday. Get that bucket list ready. What are some things that you've been putting off because you haven't had the time to do? If you can do them, or at least plan for them while you're in your house now with a lot of spare time on your hand, then do so. So what I am really trying to tell you is, don't think that this thing could just be for the next week or two. Plan long term, plan for worst case scenario. Start to get some things together that are going to keep you occupied and your brain occupied over these next couple of weeks or months, so that you don't fall into the trap of boredom, which then can turn into laziness, which then is going to be a really hard rut to dig yourself out of when it comes to the end of this crisis. Obviously, just by doing all of the elements of the CrossFit Abode isolation package, that's going to take up about 2 hours of your day, and that's going to be education and professional development and everything like that, because you're assisting your mind, your nutrition, your fitness, both mental and physical. So keep going on with this and start to think about things that you've been inspired to do but haven't had the time to do it. Write yourself a list and start ticking those things off the list. That is today's mindset of the day.